What's up, everyone, to the Yankees Den podcast? I'm your host, Lorenzo, here with my co host, Jimmy. It's a late one tonight. We had work, just got home, cleaned up, and we're hopping on the stream for you guys. Let's get into our recap and notes. We'll keep it nice and short and sweet, talk about our points, hop off. It's a late night. Listen in the morning. If you're with us, joining us late, good evening, everyone. And if you're watching this in the morning on your way to work or whatnot, good morning. So
Happy
let's,
Saturday.
yeah, let's get into the recap. Cam Schlittler goes, and we're going to go by the pitching first. Cam Schlittler goes 6 innings, 4 hits, 0 runs, 0 walks, and 13 strikeouts. His career high. He was fantastic tonight. We're going to talk about that. Bird comes in the seventh, has a clean seventh inning, has 2 Ks. Brent Hendrick comes in the eighth inning. He gives up a walk, but nothing to complain about or bang your head against the wall. Bednar comes into the ninth to close the game out, and he has his nails. He's been great lately, excellent. He hasn't been overworked, and he's been excellent. Now let's get to the offense. The offense fires first. The solo shot by Jazz Chisholm in the second inning to make it 1-0. They would need no more runs, but they wind up scoring more to get more production. But the 1 run would seal the deal. But Jazz gets that. I guess he's fine after getting hit in the nuts. But
Yeah, listen. We got to keep it PG-13 here. He got hit in his golf balls. I mean,
oh my God, Jimmy.
like, dude, he swung at that pitch, and I saw that at work, and I'm like, oh gosh, yeah, not a good thing, but good to see him get a home run tonight. Second deck.
My mom texted me. She was watching the game and I was out, and she was like, "Jazz just hit himself," and I was
Yeah,
like,
and the
"What?"
golf balls.
In the no spot. Yeah. All
Yeah.
right. Let's continue with this recap. We have Jones and Volpe then working walks following Jazz's homer in the second inning. Then up comes Ben Rice later into the inning with 2 on, and he clubs a 3-run jack, making it 4-0 Yankees in just the second inning. The rest of the game, nothing doing from the Yankees offense or the Reds offense. Schlittler is lights out the rest of the way. His fastball was working, everything was working, and he was blowing it right by him. Then let's go to the eighth inning, and Jazz and Jones work walks in front of Anthony Volpe with 1 out, and he comes through. He has a big night. We'll talk about that. He has an RBI single, making it 5-0 Yankees in the eighth. Bednar, as we said, comes in, closes the game. The Yankees win by a score of 5-0 and win game one. They take game one of this series. And Jimmy, I'm going to turn it over to you for what you saw in this recap, but it goes into this. I'm going to bring up this so you can address it. They don't let yesterday's loss or offense going cold get in their heads, and they come back and take game one. Let me know your thoughts.
Well, yesterday was just. I mean, they got mowed down by a guy named Sean Burke. I've never heard of the guy, and he like, and I think there was like an opener for that
Yeah,
game.
there was.
Yeah, I saw that, and I was like, oh, that's interesting. But I mean, Camilo Doval and Tim Hill are major issues. Yeah, it's not good. Camilo Doval can't get anybody out, especially lefties. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, what the hell is wrong with him? What did the Yankees see in him? It's ridiculous. But no, look, the Yankees took 2 out of 3 from a team that people said was a contender. That team is not. That White Sox team is not a contender, and I could see it with my own eyes. Will they get in the playoffs? Yeah, probably, because the AL is a very shit conference. It's awful. It's so bad, but they lose last night. The bats were ice cold. It wasn't a good night. It feels like every time there's a giveaway night, they don't win. It's like ridiculous. But
Maybe we
no,
shouldn't go. We shouldn't attend those games, Jimmy.
well, I mean, I went to the hockey jersey giveaway and they won. Ryan McMahon hit that go ahead 2 run home run against the Royals. I mean,
Oh
and
well,
then
then if
Schlitt.
McMahon's gonna go yard, I would love to see that live.
I was like, what the bleep? What the bleep? And I was like, oh my goodness, he went yard. But no, so they didn't let last night's loss, you know, hinder. They came out today. Cam Schlittler came out today and said, I'm gonna strike out 13 guys. Strike out a career high 13 guys. Okay. He did. And after what Jazz did, fouling a ball off his golf balls. I mean, second deck, baby. That was a massive home run. I mean, Anthony Volpe had a really nice night at the plate. I gotta tell you, I've been liking what I've been seeing the last couple games, but we praise Volpe, and then he goes back to shit and square one. So
I mean, I still
maybe
want Cabby in there, but yes, we praise him when he does
yes,
good.
yes, of course I want Caballero in there, but Ben Rice has 21 home runs already, and it just seems like every game he's hitting. That's your leadoff guy. I like him in that leadoff spot a lot. Um, it's just this team is fun, and then we'll talk about Cam Schlittler. I mean, 1.71 ERA this year, AL best. Like I said, he's the Cy Young as of right now, unanimously. I mean, who's even in contention? Nick Martinez, Parker Messick. I mean, Tarek Skubal is not in consideration because he got hurt. And we'll talk more about Tarek Skubal later because I really hope the Yankees make a call to Detroit and just not let him go to the Dodgers. But just a dominant win tonight. I mean, they're 18 games over 500. You know, Ben Rice just rakes. You know, I was told the Yankees can't develop anybody. Well, they developed an ace, and then by the name of Cam Schlittler, 6 innings, 0 hits, 0 runs, 13 strikeouts, and no walks. It feels like he doesn't walk anybody. I mean, his command and control is just exceptional. He doesn't nibble. He throws strikes and he blows it by you. This is better than 2023 Garrett Cole when Cole won the Cy Young. I think you could make a case that this is as good as Jacob DeGrom's insanity run, whenever that was, 2021, whatever it was. It's 1:23 in the morning. I don't know, but this is just historic. I mean, you could make a case that he's better than Skeens. I don't know about Mizorowski, but I mean, this is just historic. What we are seeing with Cam Schlittler. There may be children named Cam Schlittler. Cam Schlittler, Tom Riddle.
Oh yeah, you're gonna name your first son Cam Schlitt.
Well, if I get blessed and I get a girlfriend and wind up, proposing, I mean, hey, I'd like to name my kid Cam. I mean, this could very well be the AL Cy Young right now, and I just and this is your game one starter without a doubt. I don't want to hear Max Fried's name or Cole's name. F that. No. I want I want Cam Schlittler going out there. I want him to throw every game. Imagine he threw like every game, no rest. His
His
elbow
arm,
would explode.
yeah, yeah, his arm would be a ticking bomb just waiting to
Yeah.
erupt, and would
And the
absolutely.
thing that caught my attention tonight is that his velo was at 99 to 100. So that's a good thing. His velo's been up his last couple starts. Maybe he's trying to preserve his arm, but this is historic. I mean, this is just this is just impressive what I'm seeing with Cam Schlittler. And Jazz is saying to all these Luis Ariz and Yankees rumors, screw that. I'm gonna be your second baseman for October. I hope he hits in October, but Jazz has been really hot lately and he's been doing well. So Listen, a lot to like. Oh, Dominguez did go 2 for 4 tonight. I know he had a ground rule double, I believe.
Yeah, he looked really good tonight, Jimmy,
Yep.
and he had a
And,
broken
and
bat
Spencer
single from
Jones
the
and
right
Spencer
side.
Jones is working walks. He's not striking out.
You
Oh,
love
the
to see
vibes
it.
are high, baby. Oh, baby. 2009 like. I like this team, man. Although there's a couple guys that can't be on the team past the deadline. Blackburn, Yarborough, Bard. Who else?
Doval,
Smells. Austin Smells. Tim Tim Hill. Tim Hill's a problem.
for
That
right
that
now,
boy
yeah.
is a problem. I mean, I appreciate what he's done the last couple of years, but I think it's time to. I think
I
it's
I
time to have a
wouldn't
serious
send him out
conversation with
right
him.
now, but I wouldn't put him in high leverage spots. That's why you need to. That shows you, Jimmy, how not deep this bullpen is and how shallow it is because Tim Hill, he's been doing bad and you still have him in high leverage spots. That's why you got to address the bullpen and bring up your guys like Giovanni Cruz and Legrande to
Yeah,
lengthen
Cruz
the
has been
bullpen.
struggling a bit, and I've been seeing his whip has gone up, but
Yeah,
I
to be
agree.
honest, I don't really care because once you get into major leagues, it's a different animal and it fuels you up differently. Like we read into Ryan Weathers sucked in spring training. He comes to the regular season and he pitched great. As of late, yes, he struggled, but he pitched great. So I really don't read into it that much, Jimmy. I don't know if you do. I just want to see them on the roster because Cam
Yeah.
Schlittler wasn't even a top prospect even in the minor leagues and he
Neither
came
was
up
Ben
and look at
Rice.
him. You know what I mean? So I don't read into that much, but yeah, lengthen out the pen. I wouldn't drop Tim Hill, but I would just use him in low leverage spots.
I don't know. I want guys that blow a bayou in the bullpen. That's what you need in October. You got you know, I love ground balls. I like double plays and all that shit like that, but this bullpen needs some more strikeouts. They need guys that can strike you the hell out. Like Mason Miller, but that's unrealistic.
Yeah.
I
Well,
think
honest,
well it is, but
yeah, it is, but
I
you
don't know.
never
But
know if the,
AJ
the
AJ
Padres keep.
Preller is just. I think he has a lot of Coors Lights prior to like every deadline.
He does not give a rip, Jimmy. He does not care at all.
No, he don't
He does
care, and
not care about the farm. Nothing.
you could see it's blowing up in his face this year a lot because the Padre. I mean, Machado's been bad. I mean, Tatis didn't have a home run for a while. I mean, they got some problems in San Diego. And plus, their owner passed away a couple of years ago.
Hmm.
They got a lot of issues. But you know who doesn't have a lot of issues? The Yankees. They don't have a lot of issues. This team is just so fun. I need to get my ass back to the ballpark. I need a chicken bucket. I need a Judge burger.
Get
I
some
don't care.
chicken buckets. Sit
That
down.
Yankee
Enjoy the
Stadium,
show.
that Yankee Stadium vanilla milkshake that I had was just delicious. Like I
When we
need
go,
that.
you got to show me what you're talking about, Jimmy.
Yeah, if the lines aren't a zoo, because the lines there are just a nightmare. My friend Marty was there tonight, and he said they ran out of ice cream. How do you run out of ice cream?
You know
But
what we
it
got to do,
happens.
Jimmy? If they, I think they will, but just not jinxing them or anything. If they make the playoffs, we got to go to a playoff game.
Oh,
We
I'm
should
not
go to a
saying no.
playoff game together. That would be
Hey,
fire.
we'll go to Game 7 of the ALCS, and they'll win, and then the Bronx would burn down. Nah, we wouldn't do what Knicks fans did with like the bus
Oh,
and all that.
I don't know. It's New York.
I know, but like we're I don't know. I don't think they would
You
just
don't
burn
think?
down school buses, but getting back on track, just a nice win. It's nice to open the Friday night, the first game of this 3-game set with a win because tomorrow's Andrew Abbott versus Will Warren. We'll talk about that. And then Sunday, I'm off Sunday, so I will be watching the game. Happy early Father's
Father's
Day.
Day. Yes.
Yep. It's Chase Burns and Garrett Cole. So
That's Jimmy.
I'm not
Grab your
missing that.
popcorn on Father's Day. Tune in with your fathers and watch some great pitching. Chase
Or
Burns versus Garrett Cole.
treat your dad, your grandpa, your uncle, or anybody to a Yankee game on Father's Day because I just dropped my water. Shit. Um Listen, that game is going to be cinematic. It might break records. It might be more watched than the NBA Finals. Now, we're being dramatic there, but this is going to be a historic pitcher's duel because Chase Burns is one of the best, and I mean one of the best young starters in the league. And, Garrett Cole is Garrett Cole. You have to remember that. He's dominant, even though, he's still coming back from the surgery,
Yep.
building himself back up. But, I mean, just he looked like an animal on was it Tuesday night? Yeah,
Yeah. One.
looked
Yeah.
really good. But those are my comments. Just like I said, just a dominant win. You know, I love you, Cam Schlittler. You're a dog. I love the way he pitches, and I just love that he just throws strikes. I gotta see more. Listen,
Hmm.
I always say I gotta see more off speed. We gotta see
Yeah.
that, but who cares right now? Enjoy
Yeah.
the ride. This is right now. This is the American League Cy Young winner,
Hmm.
but that's not really the goal for Cam Schlittler. He said tonight, he's like, I don't care about statistics. I want a championship. So do I.
Yeah. Let him. We do want him to work on his secondaries, but maybe it's best if we just let him. I think he knows he's got to work on his secondaries, and he will in the offseason. Let him stick with his bread and butter because, like Clark Schmidt did last year, you don't want him to start working maybe on that curveball slider too much and then it hurts his elbow. So, if do just keep doing you,
Do
Cam, keep
what's
doing what
comfortable
you're
for
doing.
yourself.
But, Jimmy, before I talk about Cam Schlittler, I just want to say every night it seems like we bring up a different rookie arm or young arm in the game. This game is in great hands for a long time. We talk about Schoolboy's getting older. Skeens. We have Schlittler.
So good.
We right. We have Chase Burns. We have
Mizorowski.
Mizorowski. Like all these arms. And who else am I forgetting? I know I'm forgetting other arms. What other rookie? Drew Rasmussen. He's young. He's insane for the Rays. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
This game
You
is a ball.
savage.
It's Savage. Yes, even though he hasn't looked great, he's been decent.
Yeah, but I
McLean,
trust him. Nah, but McLean's had such a shit year, but
I think he'll
I
be
I
decent.
I
You know
I, I
what I
have
mean?
faith in him. I
Yeah,
think he's a stud. I do.
yeah. I
I
mean,
that Mets team is just a disaster though.
yeah. I think that he'll evolve into a decent pitcher. But I'm just saying, like, even a decent pitcher, the young arms in this game are incredible of what's going on in baseball right now, and all of them are throwing gas. But it's just fascinating to see. It's like every series you're watching someone new pitch, like in the White Sox, even though we killed him, Davis Martin get having a breakout. But let's go back to Cam Schlittler. He was amazing. There's no other words to speak. He was flat out amazing. Like Jimmy brought up, his fastball was electric. He was hitting his 98, 99, blowing it right by people.
100.
They couldn't even catch up to it. It amazes me how he throws fastball after fastball and they don't catch up to it. But it's the cutter, it's the sinker, it's the four seam. There's three different fastball variations at 100 miles an hour, and they're moving different ways. He tunnels it very well, and it's very effective, and he's gotten away with it, and it's great to see. I love it. I mean, I love seeing 98, 99 pitch after pitch. It's just electric stuff, and he's insane. I mean, Jimmy basically talked about and covered everything with him. Just cannot say enough great words, Jimmy. He's the development. was crazy. He first broke out on the scene last year. I remember watching his first start. I was actually in Florida, Jimmy, and I was at dinner and I propped my phone up on my water glass and I was watching his
That's a
start,
loyal fan right there.
and I was watching his start and I was like, cuz I didn't I'm not going to act like I heard about Cam Schlittler. No, I did not hear about Cam Schlittler
Oh,
and I
I
saw
did. I
him.
remember his first spring training start, and
Really?
he was just like, I mean, he didn't throw that friggin' hard that he does now. I mean, he throws 96, 97, 98, 99, 100.
Mhm. Listen, I don't know. I was watching
Why
it.
did they call him up? What was the story for that? Was it
Uh
because Schmidt went down?
Schmidt went down. Yes, Schmidt went down because
And
it was Freed, Rodon, Warren, uh, Schmidt, and who else was it? Who else was in the and Yarbrough? That's right.
yes,
Okay, and then
I
they
mean,
brought up Schlittler.
it's just like, I mean, this rotation now compared to last year, well, it's still a couple of the same guys, but like, it's different.
They have
It's
three
fun.
aces, three solidified aces. You have Cole, Freed, and Schlittler.
Ugh, yeah, I mean, Freed's just not an October
I don't,
guy.
listen, Jimmy. I brought this up yesterday. Did you watch Game One of the Wild Card Series against the Red Sox? Him versus Crochet. He
And
pitched great against them.
did you watch that Blue Jays game?
I did, Jimmy. He's got to take that next step, but
It
he
was
still
not
is
very
an
good.
ace. But neither did.
I'm convinced the Blue Jays were cheating.
Listen, anything's
There's no
possible
way,
because
bro.
George Springer was on the team, so he probably just did some stuff. You know, that cheater.
But like,
Once a cheater, always a
there
cheater.
were guys killing us that whole game.
I
It was
know.
like Barger. Well, Vladdy's a known Yankee
Every
killer.
game, Vladdy was doing. It was like Vladdy was the AODS Freddie from the World Series. Remember watching every game of the World Series and Freddie comes up and he just hit a home run, and
Do you
you're
see
just
my
like, up
face?
2-0, Jimmy. It was incredible. I can't even put into words out like stupid that was. He hit home run after home, and me and my family were like, oh, another home run. The same guy hit it. Why do you keep pitching to him? But
No, see, that's the thing. Like, why did Aaron Boone just not intentionally walk the guy?
I
Well,
love how we're talking about Cam Schlittler and we get sidetracked to talking about the World Series again.
yeah, well, it's because I brought up Max. It's because you brought up Max Fried and all that shit
And it
like that.
unleashed the demon inside of you.
But who's to say they can't have four aces in October if they land Tarek Skubal?
Listen, Jimmy, don't entice me with a good time. But
But all right, let me ask you something before we
okay,
move on. Was this start tonight better than Game 3 of the wild card
no,
for Schlittler?
no,
No, no,
no,
no.
no.
I
Because
agree.
I don't care about the strikeouts as his career high because
He
that
gave you 8
game,
innings.
it was his first playoff game. It was a big game against their rivals, their biggest rivals, the Red Sox, and he came out and he was pure dominance. From the first inning on, it
He
was
was
pure
filthy.
dominance. So, yeah, I mean, nothing compared to that. The crowd was crazy. He was electric. He was pumped up, getting out of jams, blowing it by them. I mean, yeah, it was. I'll have to see. Something might top that this postseason, but no, none of these regular season starts I don't think will top that because that was just insane with the stakes, what was on the line, and all of that, all the history behind the two. But yes, getting to the end of Schlittler, as I said, I was watching it in Florida on my phone, and he was throwing 98, 99 bullets. And I was like, who is this kid? And he looked great. And ever since that first start, he just broke out on the scene and he's been purely dominant. He's been a top three. Maybe
Wasn't a
you,
first round pick.
yeah, maybe you have to say top four now because I think Mizorowski's entered the conversation with Skeens and Schoolbowl and Schlittler. But I mean,
Yeah.
he's still a top four, top three, wherever you want to put him. He's an insane elite pitcher, and he's proven it now time and time again. It's not, is he going to be that? When's he going to be that? No, he is that. So moving on from him, we're going to go into Ben Rice. And I want to talk about how Ben Rice, I sometimes think, is underappreciated in the fact we all talk about he's good, he's insane, but do we appreciate and look at how insane his development was, Jimmy? Why are you laughing at me, huh?
Because listen, it's just it's funny that we always bring up Ben Rice because he
He's
is just
he's picked up the
insane,
slack,
bro.
Jimmy, but that's what I'm saying. We have to, can we acknowledge for a little bit his development? He broke out on the scene when Rizzo was injured.
Yeah,
He didn't hit that well. His hard hit was still good, right? He didn't hit that well though, under 200. We saw that power, the 3 home run game. And then he comes in to 2025 and you're seeing the hard hit and his average is at 240 and you're
and
seeing the
he was
hard hit.
unlucky last
He's
year.
getting unlucky. Now you're seeing this year he's hitting for average, he's hitting for power. He's doing everything. He's slugging. Now like his development was great. And like you said at the beginning of the show, everybody talks about Yankees farm system, this, that, and the third. It's gotten very good. They
I mean, they
developed Ben
developed
Rice,
Will Warren
Schlittler,
into who he.
so many
Yeah,
catchers. You
yeah,
know,
yeah,
well
and
worn, like you just said, and and you bring in Ryan Weathers, and like we said, he's been bad as of late, but his last start was good. But
he
even
was
though the
great
middle of the
last night.
season, he was he's been doing good. Since he hit that patch. Before that, he was doing amazing, and they developed him. Even though he didn't come from the farm, they Matt Blake
Mhm.
developed him, and their development has got to give a round of applause to them. They've been good, and I mean, do you have anything to say? Because we talk about Ben Rice all the time. I just wanted to acknowledge his development and how crazy it is that he's should be arguably the AL MVP. Is that a crazy take?
No, I think Jordan is probably Jordan
I don't.
Alvarez is
I don't
probably the
care.
favorite.
I
Yeah,
don't care
I
about your
I
now.
don't care either, but yeah,
Break it down.
his development. I mean, what the Yankees developed a just dominant a dominant guy. Might be the best 20. He's the best number 22 in New York. He is.
Yeah, he's
But
just insane.
I mean his defense at first base has been. I haven't had one complaint. I mean, I that's his position. I
Hmm.
that's absolutely. Felt like I was asking a question right there, but
Yeah.
that's
Is it?
definitely his position that he plays. I mean, I mean, if they want to play him at catcher, I just wouldn't agree with it because
Yeah.
who's playing at first?
But it's just nice to have that versatility.
Yeah, no, and it's good that the Yankees prioritize guys that have speed and versatility. Because
Hmm.
if you don't have that on your team, you're not going to be successful. It's true and all, but you know, I mean, 21 home runs for Ben Rice. I mean, he better be heading to the All Star game. Although it looks like Vladdy's going to start that game.
For what reason, Jimmy?
Because of stupid fan voting. I mean,
So stupid.
it is. It's pathetic. It's
MLB
abs-
should step in if that happens. I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous. It
they
really
won't
is.
because they won't step in because Vladdy bring generates a lot of revenue for the MLB because of just how good he is. But no,
It's
in all seriousness though, 21 home runs for Ben Rice. I mean, he's hitting close to 300. I mean, he just hits the shit out of the ball. This has been the Yankees' best hitter this year, and I mean, this is an MVP candidate. I mean, it's just so exciting watching him every day. Just imagine him in a healthy Judge, man. Oh God, I love Cody. I love Cody Bellinger, but nobody's gonna top Ben Arose
yeah.
with his little rice thing. But yeah, credit to the scouts that found this guy this is a top 15. No, I don't even know if it's the top 15 player in baseball. This is a borderline top 10
Yeah.
superstar in baseball.
Hmm.
I mean, props to the scouts that found him, Cam Schlittler, even Will Warren. I mean, Will Warren's not the greatest, but Will Warren,
He's a good four back end
he's a good
rotation.
he's a good 4 and 5, and the Yankees don't need him to pitch like an ace, but need him to pitch a little better and throw more strikes and
Hmm.
limit a lot of contact. But like you said, the Yankees have three aces, Schlittler, Cole, and Fried. So it's a nasty team that Brian Cashman put together, but I don't think the bullpen's good enough. But I mean, thank God they gave Ben Rice a chance, and they stopped the platooning with him, and yeah, this is a historic year for Ben Rice, and this is a great year for Ben Rice, and I can't wait to see what he does tomorrow because I'm sure he's going to do something tomorrow.
I'm
Because it
sure.
seems it seems like what you said. He does something every game, and it's a good thing. I was
I
like,
mean,
what did
look
we
at
bring up?
these. Look at these numbers.
Yeah, I mean OPS 1,000. He's hitting 294, 21 home runs, and 52 RBIs, and he plays really strong defense at first base. Like, I don't have a complaint about his defense. I'm sure like his outs above average with defensive run saves, it's like in the negatives, but I don't care. I mean, his offense is great. I mean, the Yankees do have really good defense at first base now. Goldie and what's his name? Ben Rice. I mean,
Hmm.
there were times where the Yankees were trotting out Anthony Rizzo, who I mean, his defense did decline towards the end,
Yeah.
and but I mean, he was concussed with the whole incident with Tatis. That was a disaster. I mean, the It seems like first base was a black hole for a long time, ever since Teixeira.
Hmm.
So, and it's a good thing that the Yankees have three guys that can play first base. Bellinger's one of them. You gotta remember that Bellinger can play in left field, center field, right field, first base. What's next? He's gonna learn how to pitch.
Learn how to play third base. Imagine. But listen, Jimmy,
Yeah,
like it's something like
I don't
not to
think that'll
forget.
happen.
It's something not to forget that if need be, like I'm just talking out of the ordinary because you're bringing up how super utility he is, right? Like if you needed, say, catchers went down, you needed Ben Rice to catch, you could put Cody Bellinger at first and still run out Judge, Jones, and Dominguez in the outfield. You know what I mean?
Or
And
Grisham when he's
or
back. Yeah,
Grisham. And
but
Jimmy, we
hmm
actually didn't bring something up when we were talking about Schlittler. I want to bring that up right now. This.
I gotta make it bigger. I'm getting old. My eyesight is awful.
Come on, Jimmy.
So in his first 32 career
Should I
starts,
maximize it?
there you go.
There.
First 32 career starts, including the playoffs. Cam Schlittler has a better ERA than Polsky. Wait, no, he doesn't. I'm blind. I mean, it's one off. It's one off, bro.
Yeah.
That's so they're on the same level. They are literally on the same level.
Pretty much.
And remember, Cam Schlittler threw 8 scoreless against Boston in Game 3. So
So he
I
proved
mean,
himself a little bit in the
yeah,
playoffs.
well, I mean, is it Paul Skeen's fault that he's not in the playoffs? No. I
No.
mean, there's only so much you can do. I mean, the Pirates organization is a joke, and they need to build around Paul Skeens or he's gonna leave. Well, I'm making this prediction right now. I think Paul Skeens will be a Yankee in the future. So
Yeah.
it,
100%.
it seems so obvious, bro.
He's got Yankee written all over him. His girlfriend is a Yankee, was a Yankee
And
fan
beautiful.
before he went
See,
to
you
the
left.
Pirates. But
Yeah.
listen, yeah, I really do think he is Jimmy. Like I think it's the most predictable thing. I've said it since day one. I say it in our group chat. I said it to Pat, or like
Shout
before,
out
like
Pat Quinn,
once,
baby.
yeah,
Do
once
your
he
stat pad.
first came on the scene. Yeah, stat pad demon. But yeah, I really do think he is a future Yankee. Now, Jimmy, before we get on the rest of the offense, right? I have more notes about Volpe, Jones, Dominguez, and Jazz homering. I want to bring up something to you, and I told you before the show that I'm going to bring up a stat, a surprising player that has been atrocious. All right, so I'm going to bring that up. I just want your thoughts on it.
Atrocious. Who's been
Okay,
atrocious?
who's been absolutely abysmal.
Well, yeah, no shit.
Do you see this though? He has an expected ERA of 2.77. Now, I don't really
I don't
care
care.
for the expecteds, but I'm just bringing it up. What do you care about his savant and his
Nope.
expected ERA?
Nope. I don't give a shit. You
All
are
right.
what your ERA says.
I like that. I like that.
I think it's different for like guys on offense, like getting unlucky and stuff like that. But I mean, lefties are hitting over 300
Yeah.
against Camilo Doval. You are what your ERA says, and it's. I mean, the home runs have gone up. I mean, the walks have come down a lot, but it seems like Matt Blake in the pitching lab have
Mhm.
tweaked his mechanics like every start. It's honestly insane. They can't.
Yeah.
I don't have
You don't read
much
into
hope.
it.
Well, I mean, I'll answer that fully in a minute, but I don't have much faith that the Yankees are gonna save Camilo Doval. I
Mhm.
think he is what he is. Can't get lefties out.
He's gonna go to another team, Jimmy, and you realize he's gonna be like a top five reliever again.
Well, I don't know because like during he got sent down to AAA one time for the
Hmm.
Giants. We should have knew right away when they traded Camilo Doval that was a red flag.
Yeah, why are they trading him? Yeah.
Yeah, but you are what your ERA says, but this guy's an issue. I mean, he's just so unreliable. He's clogging up a bullpen spot. The trade hasn't worked out to this point, and I want it to work out because Camilo Doval is filthy, filthy. It's just it is what it is. I mean, you are what your ERA says, but I do agree his walks have gone down, but the home runs have just been ridiculous. I mean, the Benintendi grand slam, like, come on,
Get
it
me
was
over
such a bad
fastball.
pitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just like I don't
Yeah, it
know.
really it's
I don't
disappointing.
understand. It is.
Remember, Jimmy, because we
It's
were there on deadline
disastrous.
day and we were reading it and we were excited. Like we were hyped up that we got
We
Duvall. We
were.
thought he was gonna be insane. And it just he let us down. He let us down.
He's let us down. I mean, he's still on the Yankees. Will he be here past the August 3rd trade deadline? My prediction is no. I don't think he'll be here. It's disappointing, obviously, but what are you gonna do?
And
I
Jimmy,
mean,
I want to ask you something because I actually am talking about the bullpen. I talked about it yesterday and a comment brought it up and I was kind of thinking about it too. Is you know how we keep talking about the Yankees once they get Freed back and stuff, they're and Schmidt back, they're going to be able to fix their bullpen and insert Weathers and Schmidt into the bullpen. Do you think they're going to put Schmidt in the bullpen? Or do you think if Will Warren keeps pitching 4 or 5 innings, they're going to put Weathers and Will Warren in the pen and they're going to give that fifth rotation spot back to Schmidt? Do you think that happens?
it's a very good question you brought up. We got to see, when his rehab starts, and We got to see if sounds like he is progressing in his recovery from Tommy John.
Hmm.
But that's a very good question you bring up. Yeah, I mean, you could just get Tarek Schoolbowl and say,
For
go
all
all
three of
in
them.
and don't give him Lombard. I would include Carlos Organ here for a Tarek Schoolbowl because the Yankees need to win, and this is the best team they've had since '09. If you want my opinion again, um, parades over prospects. I say, I would not deal George Lombard, but you have to go all in. I mean, do you want Tarek Schoolbowl being on the Dodgers or a contending team like Milwaukee or Tampa?
Yeah, that would not be good.
I mean, I'll tell you what, Tampa's got the assets and ammunition to make a really big trade. Just saying. Will they do it? I don't know. But yeah, it's a very good question you bring up. I mean, looks like Clark Schmidt. It looks like late August or mid September for Clark Schmidt, but wow, that is a really good question you bring up. I think it's possible. I don't know if the Yankees would want him in the rotation. This is
Hmm.
his second career Tommy John surgery. You know,
And he's already pitched out of the bullpen, so maybe
yeah, and
you know,
his stuff is filthy, man.
yeah,
Like I like Clark Schmidt. I hope he
me
gets
too.
back. But
Yep.
it's a really good question you bring up.
All right. Well, thanks, Jimmy, on that thought. I just wanted to get your thought because I thought that was good, and I couldn't find myself like n- thinking in the right direction with that because it is a good question, but he's like I said, he already pitched out of the bullpen in his career with the Yankees. So do they just feel more comfortable, or do they
I would
build
be
him up?
okay with if he's in the bullpen
Me
again.
too.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you know what they should do? That should be your long man because he kind of was, and then you ship out Blackburn and Yarbrough because you don't need them anymore. You
I
shouldn't
agree.
waste spots with them anymore anyway.
But my thing is that you have to get two external relievers.
No, absolutely. And especially if you trade for Scooble and you gave up Lagrange, you would definitely need two, if not three. You would 100% need
I
two.
just don't think they're blowing up the farm for Schoolboy, which I
Mhm.
understand he's a rental, but
We're
Tarek
in we're in
Schoolboy,
win now territory.
we're in win now. This is the best team they've had in a very long time. Do you want this guy going to the Dodgers and mowing you down in October? I don't think so. My answer is hell no. I don't know. It's a really good question you bring up.
Yep. All right, Jimmy, let's get into our offense and then we'll get into our matchup for tomorrow and we'll head out. But let's get into the offense. We got Volpe going 2 for 3. He gets 1 run, 1 walk, 1 RBI. He's been hitting better since Boone has been giving him a part-time role with Cabby since they've been switching on and off from shortstop and he hasn't just been doing the everyday starting over there. I still, like I said in the beginning of the pod, I still want to see Cabby in there every day at shortstop. I love what Volpe's been doing, and I will keep cheering for him and rooting for him if he helps the Yankees win. But I still want Cabby in there. You need that fire. You need that electricity in the lineup. He can bunt, steal,
And
run,
his defense.
contact, defense. Exactly. Jones works 2 walks, great discipline. We went over that brief, but great discipline. I want to keep pointing that out. He's got a great eye. Jason Dominguez gets 2 hits. He's looked really good since he's been given the opportunity, and he's making a case for why he's still got to start when Trent Grisham and Aaron Judge come back. Jazz homers. I want to bring up his stats real quick, Jimmy. Let me bring those up.
Sure. I know his OPS is like 730 something, right?
733. So we have Jazz 250 plate appearances so far, 58 hits, 11 home runs, 31 RBIs, 21 stolen bases, 230 average, a 318 on base, and a 733 OPS. So he's been heating up as of late.
Attaboy, Jazz.
Yep, and he's been getting into his groove. You love to see it from the Yankees and their second baseman. And I want to bring up before you answer all of that, Volpe, Jones, Dominguez, Jazz. Escara threw someone out tonight, Jimmy. He threw someone out.
Hooray.
Let's go. A Yankee catcher did. And I actually saw something. Boone said we'll see if Wells is going to still do rehabs through the weekend like he
Very
might. So
interesting. Yeah.
does that mean he's going to stay in AAA, Jimmy? I don't know. But give me your takes on all of that. And give me your takes. Take it away. I will be right back in a short minute.
Okay. Well, I mean, Austin Wells shouldn't be in the Yankees organization. I mean, he's just an awful hitter. I mean, he can't throw people out. I mean, if he's just in AAA, it would just be amazing. I mean, could they live with Escara and Ali Sanchez? Yeah, but the deadline they absolutely need to. They need to put all their chips into getting a really good catcher. You get a really good catcher that can hit in this lineup. A really good offensive catcher, I should say. If you get if you get a catcher that can hit really well, this team's in even better shape. But getting back to tonight's game, yeah, Jazz has been on fire. I mean, he's been doing well. His numbers are up. 50-50 was always unrealistic for Jazz, but good to see that he hit one to the second deck tonight. I mean, that ball was crushed. And then we're going to talk about Spencer Jones. He's striking out less, and he's taking walks, and I've been very, very happy with the way Spencer Jones has looked. And yeah, the Martian has been really good. 2 hit night. His speed is great. His defense is just shaky, but just and obviously with Volpe, I mean, good night at the plate from him, but do it consistently, like we say. But those are my thoughts.
I like that, Jimmy. I wasn't here for most of it, but I know you had something good to say. You always have something good to say
Appreciate it.
on the Yankees. Gotcha, Jim. So let's go over tomorrow's matchup briefly, get your thoughts on that, and let's close it out. Tomorrow we have Will Warren going up against Andrew Abbott, a lefty. So expect to see the platoons, expect to see Paul Goldschmidt leading off, expect to see, do we see
Ahmed Rosario.
Caballero in right field and Bellinger in center and Dominguez in left, or do we see Schumann? Yes, like you said, we're probably going to see Rosario and we're going to see Ali Sanchez behind the plate. I would assume you're going to see all the platoons. Hopefully, Will Warren could have a good outing, go 5-6 innings. I'm looking for 3 or less runs with him, and I want his case to be 5+. I want to see some of that strikeout stuff. Hopefully, he pitches good. We have a day game tomorrow, 1:35, and a day game Sunday, back-to-back day games. All right, Jimmy, let me get your thoughts on the matchup for tomorrow.
Well, it's a 1:35 p.m. game tomorrow, but it's also Aaron Judge MVP bobblehead day. So honestly, I would leave now if you want to go. It is going to be really busy, but yeah, pretty much what you said. Have to win tomorrow. I mean, because Sunday is going to be very difficult against Chase Burns. I can see it right now. But yeah, I need to see Will Warren just stop nibbling, bro. Throw strikes. You got good stuff. You're in the majors for a reason. The Yankees didn't trade you long ago for a reason. They believe in you, and I believe in you. I believe you got good stuff, Will Warren. So show it to me tomorrow. But yeah, I mean, you're gonna see the platoon game for sure. And it's a pretty much fully rested bullpen. Hopefully, Warren can give the Yankees much needed length tomorrow and, you know, attack early tomorrow. Off the offense needs to do what they did tonight. Attack early, score some runs. Don't make any stupid mistakes on the bases like you did Thursday night against the White Sox. And yeah, it's pretty much all I got. Hopefully, we get another series. Hopefully, the Yankees get another series win tomorrow.
I like that, Jimmy. I like that you brought up take tomorrow because Burns Day is going to be hard. So, yes, take tomorrow. So then you could relax, not relax on Burns Day, but you feel comfortable if you lose, you still won the series. Before we head out, just brief,
And have a
quick,
4-2 homestand. But
yes,
yes,
quick thing is according to John Heyman, the Tigers are heavily targeting Yankees top prospects Lombard and LaGrange. Would you trade them? Let me know. That's a question for the comments. Let me know down in the comments if you would make that trade and trade Lombard and LaGrange for a half of a year of Tarek Skubal. Let me know down in the comments. And that's it for me. Jimmy, any last words?
nope. It's 2:06 in the morning.
Yep, that's it for the Yankees Den podcast. I'm your host, Lorenzo, with my co host, Jimmy. That'll do it for you. Good night, everybody. Let's go, Yankees.